Michael Landon was born Eugene Maurice Orowitz on October 31st, 1936 in Forest Hills, Queens, New York, into a family shaped by creativity and instability. His mother, Peggy O'Neill, was a performer whose career struggles and mental health challenges created an unpredictable home environment, while his father, Eli Morris Orowitz, worked behind the scenes in theater publicity. The family eventually relocated to Collingswood, New Jersey, where Landon spent much of his youth navigating emotional tension that would quietly influence his later storytelling. Despite these challenges, he proved to be a bright and driven student, excelling academically and athletically. As a teenager, he discovered a passion for javelin throwing, a discipline that earned him a scholarship to the University of Southern California. That opportunity symbolized a possible escape from hardship, but fate intervened when a severe shoulder injury abruptly ended his athletic dreams, forcing Landon to reconsider his future and unknowingly setting him on a path toward television history, reinvention, and the road to Hollywood. After his injury closed the door on athletics, Landon turned his focus toward acting, a decision born as much from necessity as curiosity. Adopting the name Michael Landon from a phone book, he began auditioning relentlessly, enduring rejection while learning the rhythms of Hollywood from the ground up. His early roles were modest, but each experience sharpened his instincts and confidence. In 1957, Landon gained attention playing the troubled lead in I Was a Teenage Werewolf, a low-budget film that nevertheless revealed his emotional range and screen presence. Though far from prestige cinema, the role resonated with young audiences and industry professionals alike. More importantly, it positioned Landon as a relatable figure capable of expressing vulnerability and conflict, traits that would define his later work. Rather than viewing these early films as stepping stones to escape, Landon treated them as training grounds, absorbing lessons in pacing, character, and audience connection. This period of persistence laid the foundation for a breakthrough that would soon transform him into a household name. Bonanza and the rise of a television star, Landon's career changed forever in 1959 when he was cast as Little Joe Cartwright on the NBC Western Bonanza. The series became one of the most successful shows in television history, running for 14 seasons and introducing Landon to millions of viewers each week. As Little Joe, he embodied youthful passion, moral conviction, and emotional depth, making the character one of the most beloved on the series. Audiences connected with his sensitivity as much as his strength, and Landon's natural charisma helped anchor the show's success across generations. Unlike many young actors who struggled with sudden fame, Landon remained disciplined and deeply committed to his craft. He used his time on Bonanza to study storytelling, direction, and production, quietly preparing for a future beyond acting alone. By the time the series ended in 1973, Landon was no longer simply a star performer. He had become a seasoned creative force, ready to shape stories from behind the camera as well as in front of it. Little House on the Prairie and emotional storytelling. In 1974, Michael Landon launched Little House on the Prairie, adapting Laura Ingalls Wilder's novels into a television series that emphasized family, resilience, and moral reflection. Starring as Charles Ingalls, Landon portrayed a devoted father, navigating hardship with compassion and quiet strength. The show resonated deeply with audiences, offering stories rooted in perseverance, faith, and human dignity. Landon's influence extended far beyond acting. He wrote, directed, and produced many episodes, ensuring the series carried emotional authenticity rather than sentimentality. His storytelling drew from personal experience, particularly his understanding of struggle and the importance of empathy. The success of Little House was not accidental, but the result of Landon's belief that television could uplift without ignoring pain. Through ordinary moments and difficult choices, the series explored universal themes that transcended its historical setting. For millions of viewers, the show became more than entertainment. It was a source of comfort, guidance, and shared values that continue to resonate decades later. Highway to Heaven and a Message of Compassion. After Little House on the Prairie concluded, Landon continued his mission of meaningful storytelling with Highway to Heaven, which aired from 1984 to 1989. In the series, he played Jonathan Smith, an angel sent to Earth to help people rediscover hope during their most difficult moments. The show allowed Landon to explore spiritual and philosophical questions while addressing real-world issues such as illness, loneliness, forgiveness, and redemption. Unlike overtly preachy programming, Highway to Heaven emphasized kindness and understanding, values Landon believed were essential to human connection. His character's gentle wisdom reflected Landon's own worldview, shaped by years of personal struggle and professional growth. Behind the scenes, he fostered a collaborative environment, often working with the same actors and crew members to maintain a sense of trust and continuity. The series reinforced Landon's reputation as a creator who believed deeply in second chances and the transformative power of compassion. Family life and the complexities of love. Michael Landon's personal life was marked by love, complexity, and growth across 3 marriages and a large blended family. His first marriage to Dodie Levy-Fraser began in 1956 during his early career struggles. He adopted her son Mark and later welcomed another adopted son, Josh, embracing fatherhood with sincerity, despite the pressures of building a career. After their divorce in 1962, Landon married actress Lynn No, a union that lasted nearly 2 decades and produced 4 children. During this period, Landon was balancing immense professional demands with family responsibilities, a challenge that strained the marriage over time. In 1983, he married Cindy Clerico, a former makeup artist, with whom he shared a lasting partnership until his death. Together, they had 2 children and created a stable home during his later years. Throughout all stages of his life, Landon emphasized the importance of family, often drawing inspiration from his children and relationships when shaping the stories he told on screen. Health, reflection, and facing mortality. In April 1991, Michael Landon's life changed dramatically when he was diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer after experiencing sudden and severe symptoms while on vacation. The diagnosis was devastating, yet Landon approached it with openness and resolve. Rather than withdrawing from the public eye, he chose to speak honestly about his condition, using his platform to address fear, faith, and gratitude. His appearance on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson became one of his most memorable moments, as he spoke candidly about illness, media scrutiny, and the importance of prayer and support. Landon also participated in a deeply personal Life magazine interview, reflecting on his career, his family, and the meaning of a life well lived. These moments revealed a man at peace with his legacy, focused not on regret, but on appreciation. Even as his health declined, Landon remained committed to love, connection, and the values that had guided him throughout his life. Legacy of love, laughter, and lasting influence. Michael Landon passed away on July 1st, 1991, at the age of 54, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire audiences worldwide. His gravestone bears the inscription, "He seized life with joy. He gave to life generously. He leaves a legacy of love and laughter," a fitting summary of a man who believed deeply in human goodness. Landon's influence extends beyond television ratings or awards. It lives on through the emotional honesty of his stories and the careers of his children, several of whom followed creative paths of their own. His shows remain cultural touchstones, reminding viewers that kindness, resilience, and empathy matter. Even decades later, his work continues to find new audiences, offering reassurance in uncertain times. Michael Landon's life was not defined by perfection, but by purpose, growth, and connection. In embracing both struggle and joy, he left behind something rare and enduring, stories that continue to heal, inspire, and unite.